Alright, settle down everybody, settle down. Thank you all for coming to this meeting. If you'll take your seats, we can get started. If you look over there at the back table, a representative from the Hunger Games fandom brought some snacks. Snacks as in food, not pita or Gale, even though they are snacks. So if you would like something to eat, go ahead and grab it now. I think the Percy Jackson fandom donated some blue marshmallows, which are especially delicious, so be sure to grab some of those. Alright, I know we've all been very busy in our various fandoms, but this is an important meeting, and I would like to thank you all for pushing aside your busy schedules and attending. I know there's also an intro to shipping meeting going on later tonight, so if you have to leave early, that's perfectly fine. Just sneak out. Is everybody ready? Okay, we will get started. If you'll direct your attention to the screen, you will see that today we're going over the few basic qualities of every soft boy. I'm sure all of you know this, but this is to review for some of our newer members. Feel free to interject at any time with any questions or anything I might have missed. The qualifications have changed slightly since last meeting. Alright, quality 1, fluffy hair. Fluffy hair is a necessity. Petting is required. Any questions? Excellent, moving on. Quality 2, stuttering. Even if it's just a bit of nerves, it's adorable, and we need it. Yes, did you have a question? Yes, I would say shyness counts as stuttering. Even if there isn't a vocal stutter, I would count things like avoiding eye contact, shifting their weight from foot to foot, fidgeting, things like that. And remember, this isn't an exhaustive or an all-inclusive list. There are some species of soft boys that are very confident. These are just basic signs you can look for in the wild. Does that answer your question? Alright, very good. Moving on. Quality 3, tragic backstory. Anyone or anything that hurts our soft boys must perish. As a member of the Soft Boy Protection Squad, it is our job to take these tragic backstories and turn them into a horror movie for anyone who hurts our boys. To be clear, the squad does not condone or support any illegal activity, but we're not doing anything to stop you either, so there's that. And I realize we have a very difficult job in the fandom. Protecting the soft boys is not for everyone. Sometimes they're bound and determined to get themselves killed or to sacrifice themselves for the rest of the group, but it's a very important job that we've assigned ourselves. The soft boys need to be protected. Okay, moving on to our group fandom assignments. We'll just check in with a representative from each fandom. How has everyone been doing? Okay, that didn't sound encouraging. Maze Runner fandom? Are you crying? Would you like to spend the rest of the meeting in the grieving room watching sad edits and eating ice cream? Yes, of course, you are dismissed. Moving on. Anime fandom, any updates from your group? Wow, there's a lot more of you than I expected. Have you guys touched grass recently? Never mind. Moving on. BTS fandom, or ARMY, I believe. Guys, hey, not a word, alright? Soft boys come in all fandoms. They're not just fictional characters. Unfortunately. BTS ARMY. Thank you, BTS ARMY. You're doing good work, I'm sure. Harry Potter fandom, how are you guys doing? Taking good care of Neville, are we? Excellent. Thank you, Potterheads. On to MCU, Marvel fandom. You all have a very long list of soft boys to protect, and I know Infinity War was hard on your soft boys. Most of them are all right now, right? Anything more we can do to support you? You probably have the highest number of soft boys to protect. Do you need some backup or anything? Okay then, good work. Moving on. One Direction. Why are the Directioners here? Those soft boys can take care of themselves. Moving on. Disney. Great. Yeah, Disney. How are you guys holding up? Yeah, not sure what to do with you guys, really. You're either children or crazy Disney adults, so Why are they here again? Who let them in? Never mind. Love you, Disney people. Okay, moving on. Narnia fandom. Finally, a normal fandom. I believe we are having a debate about whether or not to adopt Edmund as a soft boy. Where did we land on that? Okay, and what about Eustace? After he became nice, is he a soft boy now? Noted. Thank you, Narnians. Star Trek fandom. Wow. I didn't know there were any Trekkies left. Goodness. How are you guys? We've adopted that little Russian kid into the program a while ago, didn't we? Chekhov? How's that little boy? Wonderful. Thank you, Trekkies. Okay, we're running out of time for group assignments, so let's run through the rest of these fairly quickly. I will shout out the fandom, and your fandom representative will give me a brief summary of how your fandom is doing. And I do mean brief. Lord of the Rings fandom, I'm looking at you. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, them and the Hobbit fandom, you guys good? Awesome. Sherlock fandom. Okay, deal with that later. Supernatural fandom, you guys hanging in there? Okay, and quick reminder, anyone is welcome to join the Maze Runner fandom in the Grieving Room. We did just install a new VR room where you can hang out with your characters and forget that any untimely deaths ever happened. With that, we will end with the Videogame fandom. This includes a lot of games, I know, but we've lumped you all together since some of us, who shall remain unnamed, don't understand how emotionally invested you guys are in those games. You are entirely valid, and we know you're doing good work here for the Soft Boy Protection Squad. So how are you guys doing? Wonderful. Thank you, Videogame fandom. Alright, that's all the time we have for group assignments. I apologize, I skipped over a couple fandoms. There are a lot. Come up and give me your group reports after the meeting, and I will write them down in the log. But for now, we've got to move on to our motions for today. Our motions for today are as follows. Oh yes, and a reminder, any member of the squad can put forth a motion for the squad to vote on. We have votes at the end of every month. Today we are going to run through a couple motions since we've received so many. So I will read out the motion, signify your support by saying aye, oppose signify by saying nay, and if we need to debate the issue, signify by raising your hand, and I will call you to order. Sound good? Wonderful. Okay, first motion. This member moves to include one Draco Malfoy in the Soft Boy Protection Squad. I think we need to debate this one. Yes, I see a couple hands. All right. Your statement, please. Does he qualify as a soft boy? Well, let's go through the checklist. Is his hair fluffy? Okay. Does he stutter? No, I don't think Potta counts as a stutter, but he does have a tragic backstory, so I can see how this member wants to include him. Alright, let's vote. All in favor of adding Draco Malfoy to the protection squad, say aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carried. Harry Potter fandom, please assign some members to protect our newest soft boy. Next motion. This member moves to have a subsection of the squad for soft girls and soft days. While I appreciate the inclusivity, those clubs already exist. If you would like to transfer to the Precious Protection Club, which specializes in soft girls, or the Tender-Hearted They Protection Army, which specializes in the non-binary and alien, I can happily transfer you. Just come up and meet with me after the meeting. You can even transfer to the Hard Boy Protection Club. This squad, however, focuses only on soft boys, so motion voided. And I think that's all the time we have for this meeting. Real quickly, I just wanted to point out that we had a couple new characters enter the program last week. Many of them aren't from established fandoms. They are, in fact, new characters created by other ASMR artists, so if some of you could volunteer to protect those soft boys, I would appreciate it. There will be a clipboard by the door, just sign your name, and that is it for today. Thank you all so much for coming. Please do not let the dragons from the How to Train Your Dragon fandom scare you on the way out. They're perfectly friendly to everyone except, well, never mind. Also, Back to the Future, guys, you parked in Ghostbusters parking spot again. You better go fix that, or they're gonna release some ghost in your car. Oh, and Stranger Things fandom, we need to talk about your most recent season, so if you could stay behind. Thank you all for coming. Farewell, and good luck on your missions.